This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, we're hoping to bring you a bang this week. Let's talk about some of the WCW mini movies. Michael wants to know if Arn was given the choice to guest star.
What the hell?
Oh, that's so great. What a great question, Michael.
Oh, you dumped all over that.
If Arn was given the choice to guest star in one of WCW's mini movies, Spin the Wheel, White Castle of Fear, or Beach Blast 93, where they had a little person put a bomb on a boat, what would you have picked? All of these are horrible, Arn. And I love the idea of hey, can we get Arn Anderson to attack the little person on the beach? You know, the one with the shark fin on his back, who's got a stick of dynamite he's going to put on the boat. Sting and Davey Boy will be there distracted playing volleyball with children. And then Vader will show up in sneakers and rest of his wrestling gear. And of course, Sid will be there in his wrestling gear, but flip flops. Oh, and who could forget Colonel Robert Parker? When you're going to get on a boat and take a 3-hour tour, well, you dress like a plantation owner, regardless. This to me would have been the funniest thing we could have had you do in 1993. If you had to pick, which one would you have preferred to have been in?
Whose question is this?
Michael,
you were puffing on a long, thick one, right? When you pictured this, please give yourself that out, because this is terrible. So let's just stay in character. What would have most fit me?
well, White Castle of Fear could have been fun. I liked at the end of Spin the Wheel where Jake and Sting are shooting lasers out of each other's eyes. I guess you could have been in the bar that day with that dude with the eye patch, but man, just knowing that you love the beach, and we've seen those famous photos of you guys on the beach, and you're always there, and you grew up loving Pensacola, and that was your favorite territory. And I don't know, the idea of you being in that Beach Blast one just fucking tickles me.
Okay. Not the fact that I'm laid out there oiled up like a big whale, and all these people just infringe on my downtime. That's not an issue there. I'm just supposed to sell it, right? Number two, the only White Castle of Fear there could be would be if it was the White Castle. I pull up to the window and they slide the door open and say, "We're out of hamburgers." That's White Castle of Fear. Not quite the Crystal, but White Castles ain't bad. And then the third option was blow up with me getting blown up on a boat.
Yeah. Spin the Wheel was one of them, right? So they have this like old bar, and I think Medusa's there, and, yeah, Jake's already in there. Sting comes in looking for a fight, and the crowd randomly in this bar starts chanting, "Spin the wheel, spin the wheel." The guys look at each other and just shoot fucking lasers at each other out of their eyes. I don't know. It's the silliest, dumbest shit ever. And the idea that you're asked to make sense of it or do it is just hysterical to me.
I've tried sorting through it because all that in its entirety is not as rotten as the Renegade match. So, yes.
Chris McDonald, if you're listening, we need a video where we have the Renegade's head on like Sting's body, and we need Arn on Jake's body, and we need those lasers. Let's recreate the Spin the Wheel video with Renegade and Arn. My God, that's hysterical, dude.
You're putting my head on whose body?
Jake's, right? Let me give you a full head of, well, 3/4 of a head of hair.
So for once, I've got to actually get a body double that's worse than mine.
What, would you rather be on Sting? That might actually be more comical now that I think about it. Yeah. Arn with a flat top. That could be fun.
Oh, this is not the way to go about life.
This was not a good way to start the show. I agree. We could have literally picked anything else.
You did a good job, young man. You made us all get miserable here first thing in the morning.
I freaking love the idea of you on that beach with that little dude. That's hilarious.
How little is this dude?
He was Swoggle's height. You don't remember with the dynamite and the shark fin, or is it a painful memory you've blocked out?
There's a lot of stuff that I don't remember just because my whatever neurotoxins are in my brain, they're protecting me from remembering it.
Sure. I get it. I get it. Lisa wants to know, why did you call Lex Luger Wilbur?
Because he had 3 sets of chompers. Should have been an easy one. Wilbur.
Sean wants to know, in your opinion, who was the best Intercontinental Champion while you were working for the WWE?
Kurt Hennig.
Hard to argue with that one.
Because he's probably he's in the top 5 workers of all time. Incredible, unique, durable, entertaining, believable, all that.
Mark wants to know, if Magnum TA had not had his accident, does Arn think he would have ever gone to work with Vince? How would he have done there?
Sure, he'd have been a big star. Really would. He had everything. Intensity, fire, promos, looked great. You know, his work was coming along. You know, the more, if he had had another year of working Crockett under his belt, he would have fixed the few glitches that he had in his work. He was a little snug, tell you that, but that was okay. In those days, you didn't mind. He for sure would have been a big star.
Got 2 more, and then we'll wrap things up here today. As a reminder, next week we're doing Starrcade 2000, the very last Starrcade. You get it early and ad-free, of course, at adfreeshows.com, as well as the video of all these shows we're doing. E-Town Vol wants to know, do you think Gino Hernandez would have been a potential horseman had he not passed away?
From all indicators, absolutely. He had everything. He dressed the part. He could talk. Handsome guy, good worker. He had no weaknesses except one. And what a shame.
One last one, then we'll get out of here. JB from SC wants to know, what were you thinking? What's going through your mind when RoboCop is coming to the ring to destroy you?
I should have stayed in drafting class.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.